our show!
We're talking Thor Ragnarok! The Punisher! And Disney potentially buying 20th Century Fox. All of this and more on episode 4 of the Out of Our Minds podcast.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Out of Our Minds podcast. I'm Avery Jones.
And I am Mark Brown.
Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. This is episode 4.
Oh, snap!
And I can't believe we've moved through this quickly, and that you're still with us. We're just
If there's anyone out there.
we've got tens of people checking this out.
If anyone's out there, Avery has me captive. Please save me.
I'm sure I don't know what you mean. We got a comment on our last video about our fan theory extravaganza, and that comment was more Disney theories. Was the comment. So I hear you, I accept you, and
I don't.
I will try my hardest.
No more Disney.
But Mark's a meanie.
No more Disney. Unless it's Hercules, then I'm cool with it.
Oh, that's your one?
Yeah, that's my one. That and Mulan. Mulan's cool too.
Okay, well.
Yeah.
I think I should have a Disney jar because I've talked about Disney every episode.
And then every time you mention Disney, just a dollar goes in the jar.
If I got to do a Disney jar, you got to do a yell jar because you yell a lot.
I'm gonna owe so much money to this show.
So we'll start that and use it to buy the Out of Our Minds jet.
I wish both of us combined could buy a jet.
Well, get us through 3 more episodes, and we might have just... Here we go.
Yeah.
We got a lot to talk about, but let's talk about the biggest story of this last weekend, which was Thor Ragnarok and roll!
Thor!
That is the second musical interlude brought to you by Mark Brown.
This movie made me musical, man. The soundtrack. Okay, the only thing that, the only other Marvel movie that has a better soundtrack than this one,
Guardians 1?
maybe. And that's a very close maybe. Because both movies, the soundtracks were amazing. And this one, it had me rocking out the whole time. And I was just, I was blown away.
I think it's strange that both of Marvel's space movies center around rock and roll music.
Right?
Why is that?
I don't know. Maybe that's just the soundtrack for outer space.
Well, I love the movie. I saw it on Sunday night, but you saw it on Thursday night. You were one of the first in line.
I was the first in line.
That's good.
Because, hashtag AMC Premier Member.
Oh, really? I got to get on that train.
Mm-hmm. It's actually pretty good.
Used to be Carmike. I'm still a Carmike member.
AMC, sponsor us.
Yeah, we're looking for sponsors, by the way, for those who are looking to throw some money around.
Who are just looking to be generous and for a good tax write-off.
I gotta talk to you about a potential sponsor later in the show.
Oh, okay.
All right, so I love the movie, and Korg is probably my favorite Marvel character in the history of time now.
And I love his accent.
I had no idea that Korg even existed until this thing, but I'm going to buy every piece of Korg merchandise I can find. There's a pop.
What is his accent?
Amazing.
Amen.
Hey, man, you all right? What'd you say? I've got nothing but praises to sing, but Mr. Gloom and Doom over here had a few errors to point out to Kevin Feige.
No, Kevin, if you're listening...
He's not.
Okay, Kevin, if you're not listening... I just wanted to tell you anyways that the movie was great. If you have any sort of spare time this week, next week, and the next few months to come, because I guarantee you the movie's going to be out and it is going to stay in theaters for a couple months because they're going to rake in every single cent.
We're right up against Thanksgiving and all the family, get-togethers. Yeah.
just go out and see the movie. Go out, pay the however much it is, $35 for a ticket now. It's worth it. I guarantee you. You will not be disappointed.
But
there is a but. For my taste, there was a little bit too much comedy. I feel like, and here's my theory. Okay, here's my theory. Is that Disney's trying to get into this thing where like they're trying to do a specific kind of movie with each one. Where, you know, take for instance like Thor Ragnarok, comedy. Okay, you know, Captain America, Winter Soldier, spy movie. New Mutants, if you saw the trailer for that looks like a horror movie. Like,
freaky.
Yeah, really freaky, right? Like, I feel like they're trying to do these things, and that's fine. But I just really would have liked to have, like, just been a Thor, like,
the last two Thor movies were so boring. Thoring, if you will. Thank you.
No.
I'm here all
File it. Fine. No, but
I feel like in the scope of the 30 hours of Marvel movies we have now, all building up to Infinity War, which is going to be the game changer. We're going to change.
Let's hope
that is going to be dark, and people are going to die, and we are not going to come out of that movie the same. So I think
going to die.
Leading up to, we'll talk about that later. Leading up to this, Civil War was pretty bleak. There had some funny moments with Ant-Man and Spidey. In Spider-Man, you know, that's its own thing. That's fun. And Thor Ragnarok's got to be a little bit of levity because we're about to descend into the deep, dark Satan's anus of Marvel movies.
That's hot.
That's...
in more than one way.
That's a reference. I hope you've seen the movie. Mom, I swear that's in a Marvel movie.
It's not. It's not in a movie whatsoever. Your son is just a terrible person.
It's in Thor.
Lewis. I had totally forgotten about that until you just said it. Oh, that's hilarious.
So I love Thor.
And the devil's anus.
Mostly just Korg, though.
Yeah, Korg was pretty hilarious.
We'll be right back.
Oh, but did you stick around for the two scenes?
I did.
Did you like them?
I didn't understand the first one. Whose ship was that?
I know.
Whose ship was that?
I know.
Feel free to share. 3, 2, 1. Spoiler.
Thanos!
Is it Thanos?
It is.
Okay.
Yeah, Kevin Feige confirmed it. It was. Okay. It is. It's. Oh, what did he call it? Like where Thanos is, like with the rocks and everything around him. That is. It's like Sanctuary or like. I can't think of the name. It's Sanctuary or like something pleasant or like.
We'll dub it in right now. What's it called, Mark?
Sanctuary.
Wow, Mark, that is great and insightful. Thank you for sharing that. So it's Thanos on its way.
It is, but the ship is like the second one. It is
Sanctuary.
2.
Ah, good.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's the second one, and like it's for him to go and to like just demolish like all these planets and whatnot. And so it leaves me to wonder, because if you watch Guardians of the Galaxy 2. In the post-credit scene, you see Thor fly up and smash against the windshield, right?
And that's a trailer for Infinity War.
Was it?
Yeah.
I thought it. No, it was the ending scene.
It's not 2. Mm-hmm. I just watched it the other day. It's not.
Mm-hmm. Well, it may be a trailer and it's a post-credit scene. I'm like 99.99% sure it's a post-credit scene.
Okay.
We'll put who's right here. During the editing, we'll put who won right here.
Marcus wrong!
So
proceed.
Yes, so it leaves me to wonder, like, how did... Because I was expecting to see, like, you know, Thor, like, the ship, like, get launched off or something. And, like, Thor just go tumbling through space. That would make sense, because it would be like,
Is Thanos picking up Loki? You think that's what's happening?
I think that, because... Okay, so 3, 2, 1 spoilers. If you haven't seen the movie, stop the movie, fast forward like 10 minutes into the video. We'll stop talking about it, okay? Yes. So, but if you have not seen it, I'm going to give you 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's your fault now. I think that he stole the Tesseract. Because you see in the movie, Loki down whenever he goes and gets the helmet, right? He stops and he looks at the Tesseract.
Loki has the Tesseract?
Yes, I think Loki has the Tesseract. And then Thanos senses that Loki has the Tesseract. And that's why he's like with the ship.
Oh, okay.
And takes the...
And that can explain why Thor is tumbling through space. Nice. Nice. Right. That's all we got for you today. No, kidding. I'm kidding.
See you guys!
Go see Thor.
Yes, please go see Thor. It
made $211.3 million this weekend. So I think other people are liking it as well. Simply beat out Spider-Man by quite a bit. So
yeah, and apparently Rotten Tomatoes has rated this their highest rated Marvel movie ever.
And it is a good time. It's not like the Guardians we talked about it. It's not overloaded, oversaturated with anything else.
Other than comedy.
It's got comedy because we're about to descend into
the devil's anus. The devil's anus.
Madness.
Devil's anus. So
we're supposed to be professional. We got sponsors.
We don't have sponsors.
Proceed. Let's keep moving on. This coming week is an interesting movie that I want to see. I don't know how much interest you have in it. It's called Murder on the Orient Express.
I am very interested in seeing
and
this.
So we've got the next 4 weeks are packed with awesome movies. So I've got to make some time.
There's one or two that I'm very afraid of.
What are you afraid of? What could you possibly be afraid of? Let's talk about that because it's on my list too.
Let's talk about Orient Express, so we'll get to that.
Okay.
Because Orient Express, it is a fully star-studded cast, and I truly feel like this movie is going to just be 1, jaw-dropping, and 2, just a roller coaster. No pun intended with the rails, but
well, did you see Great Gatsby?
I did not see Great Gatsby.
Okay, I feel like it's along those same lines of kind of like an epic. When I saw Great Gatsby in theaters, I sat through the entire credits. I knew there was no post-credit scene, but I sat there just absorbing because it's an amazing movie, and I feel like this is going to be one of those too. It'll be.
I will tell you this: for the past probably 6 or 7 years, there's only been a handful of movies. And I literally mean probably not even 5 movies that I've gone to see that weren't a comic book related movie. Okay. This will be the first one in a long time. Yes, I am so excited about this movie.
And I'm excited to see Daisy Ridley in something that isn't Star Wars.
Yes, I want to see what she does. I want to see her acting choices.
She looks nothing like the Daisy Ridley I know from those movies.
Nope.
So.
She's all dolled up and got her hair all in the pinned up fashion or whatever.
And not with the 3 weird little things in the back of her head.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited. Again, stacked cast: Johnny Depp, Helen Mirren, Willem Dafoe,
name after
Michelle
name
Pfeiffer.
after name after name after
it's
name.
It's going to be a good one. It's going to make all the money. And then the next week is another movie
that I am very scared about.
The Justice League is coming, whether you're ready or not. It has gone through a bit of a rough patch. They lost a director, and Joss Whedon stepped in to do some reshoots and apparently retooled the entire thing. They announced what the official runtime of the movie is.
I saw that.
And it is 121 minutes, including the credits, which is ridiculously short for one of these superhero things.
It was longer.
Oh, I'm sure it was about 6 years.
It was 3 hours long, originally.
And that was the...
Yes.
They I feel like they've retooled this movie about 6 or 7 times.
Oh, I probably more than
that. And mostly probably because of Wonder Woman. Because of...
I told you that Wonder Woman... I don't remember if I said it on the podcast or not, but I told you Wonder Woman, it's going to reshape the whole DC universe.
And I have the feeling that they probably had to go and shave some of those gratuitous female let's look at this.
Yep.
Butt shots out of there. So
I think that may have been part of it.
They've got to do that. The trailers, there's some of those similar shots, and they've recropped them. Yep. So you show Wonder Woman is the focus and not Wonder Woman's accessories.
We'll call them accessories. Her tiaras.
Call them that, man. So that's on the way. And I can tell you're excited about it.
I am just.
I'm gonna go see it opening. I'm gonna go see it opening day though.
Oh yeah, I'm still definitely gonna go see it. Because see, here's the thing: do I want it to be a great success? Absolutely. Do I wish this movie any harm? None whatsoever. Do I want to be extremely pleased and happy and thrilled, like in this movie, like I was in Wonder Woman? Yes. Do I think it's gonna happen? Absolutely not.
The next one, though, will probably be fantastic.
That's what everyone says.
But we just got to get through this one. They could surprise us. Let's be positive. Let's
what I think that they should do is,
this.
I don't remember her name, but the director that directed Wonder Woman. Patty Jenkins, if you're listening.
She's not.
Take over that mess. Take it over. Because you only do good things. Wonder Woman was a gift from God herself called Patty Jenkins, and Justice League deserves the same treatment.
It's your yell jar.
Just ding, 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 ding.
We're halfway to a jet. Also, if Justice League isn't your speed, the same weekend Marvel has announced that the Punisher Netflix series is going to drop on November 17th as well. So if you need a pick-me-up, let's go watch a guy shoot a bunch of people in the face.
Okay.
Timed out to Led Zeppelin.
No! Metallica!
Whatever, I don't do music.
It's Metallica, not Led Zeppelin. I'm sure you won't make that mistake again.
No.
But yes, something I did want to say about that is, have you noticed that anytime DC releases something, Marvel's quick to be like, oh, there you go.
The distinguished competition.
Mm-hmm.
They shouldn't have to.
No, they shouldn't. That's the thing. Is like, but Marvel's just kind of sitting back like, uh-huh.
What else is Marvel sitting on right now?
It's a chess game.
Yeah.
It's a chess game.
What else is Marvel sitting on right now, though, that they can just be like, oh, you're going to do this now? Well, let's, how about 6 series of Iron Man and Hulk as roommates sitcom? Or, like, what are they holding?
That actually sounds pretty
awesome.
I know, right? That does sound pretty awesome. I would watch that.
So I don't know. That was a bad example, but what else are they hiding when DC gets their moment?
Well, something else that they may be hiding is something we can talk about a little bit later in the podcast is potential, hopefully, Wolverine versus Hulk.
Yes, let's move on to that. Let's talk some.
Oh, we're going to move into it now?
Let's move into it now.
Oh, hey, I'm down. I am ready.
You just threw the line out. Let's reel it back in.
I am so ready.
So Disney is reportedly and allegedly in talks with 20th Century Fox to purchase Fox and all of its properties. That would include a little thing called the X-Men. And they already got Star Wars. So I don't know what else But the X-Men is the thing that gets me the most excited.
Yes.
Because if we can mix...
Well, and don't they own Fantastic Four now, too?
I believe so.
So now, Marvel can actually make a good Fantastic Four movie.
Did you see that one? The Josh Trank one?
I did not.
Okay, I did. It was okay. If it were a TV movie, it would have been great. If it was not worth the $35 or whatever I paid to go see it on that Thursday night.
See, I was told to stay away from very reputable sources.
I was not told to stay away
until
afterwards. The next morning, everything I read said stay away. And it was
no, because I didn't get to go and see it on that Thursday because I had something else come up. But I had some very reputable friends that were...
Was it Josh Trank's Twitter that said, stay away from this?
Well, I would only hope to, loop Josh Trank into my circle of friends,
well,
but...
Sure.
No.
Because you're the new thing now.
Hey.
And I am not involved. All right, let's keep talking about this. The possibilities if Marvel Studios, Disney Marvel Studios, and that can combine Deadpool. That means they have Deadpool too. Deadpool could show up in the middle of a Guardians of the Galaxy movie. You alright right there?
Yes, I'm just... That means so many possibilities. Anything can happen. Yell jar.
Yell jar. Let's do that. And Mr. Wolverine himself, Hugh Jackman, has gone on record in saying, "I will come back if I can fight the Hulk."
And it can happen.
And so I don't know how it could happen. Would it? I don't know where it would.
Same thing as that Thor fought Hulk.
Okay, do you think that they would retool the entire X-Men timeline, or do you think they would just adapt it into?
That's a good question.
That's the thing I'm curious about. Would they reboot the entire X-Men? Surely they wouldn't do that. They could. They could write.
They're kind of doing it.
I mean, they kind of are there right now.
Yeah,
but I don't know if
that's a good question because I don't know.
If that's the case, do you keep your Wolverine? Do you keep Hugh Jackman as Wolverine if you're retooling your entire universe?
No, because I feel like Wolverine would need to be told for the X. Well, maybe not. I mean, he's just such a huge part of the X-Men universe that.
Or do you keep Wolverine and retool everybody else? And
I don't think so because I don't think that Hugh Jackman would come back for that many movies.
Right. Not even as a Nick Fury type.
Oh, what if they did Old Man Logan? I know they did it with Logan, but like full on like gray hair, Old Man Logan, and he actually was old and didn't look better than me. And, what if that actually happened?
Have you read, there is an amazing comic of Hulk versus Wolverine, where he tears him in half and throws his body over the mountain, and Wolverine has to crawl to find his... Make it a movie.
Make it happen.
Make it happen. Those of you who aren't listening.
Kevin Feige.
Who do you want to direct? Who do we bring in to direct the X-Men? Is it the Russos? Do you tack that into their thing before they get out? Or is it... Who do you think?
I think... I personally, if I was the Russo brothers, granted, I don't know them. I've not lived their lives. I don't know what they got going on, all sorts of stuff. But I would come back for that. I would come back for that. Yes. Absolutely. Look, I'm sorry. If I was a director and I've been directing all these comic book movies and they told me, hey... We're going to make a movie where the Hulk tears Wolverine apart and throws him across the mountain. And he's got to crawl back to find his body. I'd be like... Sign me up. I'll do it for free. I just want to see it. I have to see it. Oh, that would be so good. I don't know.
That would be, again, that would be a game changer. Maybe that's what they mean when they say the Marvel Universe will be different after Infinity War. They're just going to be more of them.
We're just going to be ripping people apart now.
Do you think we'll ever see the R-rated Marvel Cinematic Universe movies? Or are they do you think they're going to try to keep family friendly?
Well, I don't know. Thor Ragnarok had some pretty big cuss words in it.
No.
It did. And it had some innuendos and, you saw the Hulk. 3, 2, 1, spoiler. If you're listening right now, fast forward 5 seconds. You saw the Hulk's butt.
And you see the Minions' butts, though.
Yeah, but, okay, but that's different.
In those things.
But that's different. That's different. This one's a Hulk.
We've gone more than 5 seconds, so...
Oh.
Whoever...
Sorry.
Fast forward.
Just go see the movie.
Just go see that movie.
If you're watching this before you're watching Thor Ragnarok, there's something wrong with your life.
I mean, we appreciate
Yes, we do.
Support.
And please watch every episode.
And leave comments and likes and tell your friends.
Yes.
If you don't like this, don't tell anyone. Keep your mouth shut. You've been filling your yell jar.
Yes.
I'm gonna fill my Disney jar now.
Ugh.
Just a little piece of information.
Okay.
Coco is a new movie coming out from Pixar. Do you know about Coco? Really? I'm really surprised. There's the last trailer just came out. It's coming out on the November 22nd. It's right after Justice League, so it looks amazing.
What is it about?
And I'll have to show you the trailer.
We'll be back right after this commercial break.
Saw it. Well, I'm glad to see you are so excited
we're back.
for Coco. I think it looks amazing.
I mean, anything Pixar does is like simply gorgeous, but
as a Pixar fan, I'm happy to see something original versus Cars 3 and Finding Dory were the last two. So I'm happy to see an original story because the last time that happened was Inside Out, which was amazing. Have you seen that? Before we close the show, I've got some very exciting news for you. What? You were talking about a sponsor earlier, and I actually found us a sponsor.
Oh, snap. Okay.
Who is it? And she's joining us on the phone right now. Let's talk to her. Please welcome my Aunt Wilma.
Avery, is this thing on?
Yes, I can hear you. Am I on speakerphone?
Hello?
Hello. Are you there? Wilma, can you hear me?
Jeremy! Jeremy! Get this thing to work!
Hey, can you hear?
Oh. I got it, thanks! Avery, you there?
Yes, Aunt Wilma, how are you?
Oh, I am just peachy.
Is your phone giving you some troubles?
Yes, I just hit it on mute. It was in my pocket. And I just hit the mute.
Yeah, you gotta be very careful you don't pocket dial anyone.
Yes, I did that to my doctor once after he got done telling me about my hemorrhoids.
That's very unfortunate. Aunt Wilma, I want to thank you very much for being so generous to being the first sponsor of the Out of Our Minds podcast.
Oh, you know, I really love your Star Trek Wars story.
I'm sorry, you're my what now?
You know, the Star Wars Trek story.
The Star Wars Trek stories. Do you mean Star Wars?
No, it's the Star Wars Trek. You know, with the Chewies and, the Klingons and, they go nanu. You know.
And, that's actually two different shows. The Star Wars is a set of movies about Luke Skywalker.
But don't tell me what I saw, Avery. I will call your mother.
Don't call my mom, okay?
I will call her,
okay.
And I will tell her that you're not listening, and I will pull my plug.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just want to make sure you know what kind of show you're sponsoring.
I know what show I'm sponsoring. It's a great show, Avery. Keep up the good work. I love it whenever that cute boy with the beard comes on. He's so handsome. What's his name again?
That's
Matt.
That's Mark.
Matt, got it.
Okay. Do you listen to many podcasts, Aunt Wilma?
What's a podcast?
It's kind of like a radio show. Never mind.
I love radio shows. Elvis Duran is hilarious.
Okay, that's. I'm so happy. We're kind of exactly like Elvis Duran in the morning.
Could you get me to see him? Do you know him?
No, we don't actually know him. I'm sorry about that. It's kind of a two-man operation here, just me and Mark doing all the work. Well, I want to thank you very much, and I still need to know, to what extent you're going to be sponsoring the show. Like, how much money were you willing to invest in our little business here?
Money? Who said anything about money? I was gonna give you my support, Avery. I don't have any money. You know I live on a fixed income.
So you're not gonna sponsor the show?
Yes, I'm going to sponsor. I'm going to give you all the support and all the love that you need. But if you don't get any monies from me...
Can we get, some cookies or something?
Yes. Jeremy!
Okay.
Go get the cookie from the kitchen!
Okay, thank you, Aunt Wilma. We'll talk later.
Jeremy!
Sorry, that didn't work out quite as well as we wanted. But let's end the show on a positive note. A story of good people doing good things. This last weekend, the Avengers put on a play.
Oh, yes.
in the Fox Theater in Atlanta, Scarlett Johansson organized a reading of Our Town.
Oh, wow.
With the cast of the movies that she works with. Scarlett Johansson, Chris Evans, Mark Ruffalo, Robert Downey Jr., Jeremy Renner, and some others. And
gosh.
It wasn't a theatrical production, it was a reading.
They're just sat on the stage and read. That's pretty cool, though, that all those stars can get together and do something good.
Not a single person got a paycheck.
Oh, wow.
And they raised over $500,000 to help the people of Puerto Rico rebuild after their... This is the stuff that makes you feel good. These people who make the movies we love.
That is awesome.
Still doing things to show the love.
Those are some amazing. They do amazing things, and you know what? We just want to say thank you to the stars and to Puerto Rico. You are in our thoughts and our prayers. I know that we don't usually talk about real issues on the show, but I did want to say that, and hope everything gets better over there and get the cleanup going.
And that is all the news that is fit to write down in my little notebook today, sir. Well, we are at the end of our show. So, until the next time, we are the Out of Our Minds podcast. I'm Avery Jones.
I am Mark Brown.
Thank you so much for watching. Show your support. Show some subscriptions, some likes, some stuff like that. All that good stuff around. And we will see you next week.
Bum ba bum ba bum ba bum ba bum ba bum bum bum.
Mark has left the building.
So, is your aunt single?
Thank you so much for watching this episode of our show. If you liked what you saw and liked what you heard, check us out on all of our social media. We're on Facebook, we're on SoundCloud, we are on YouTube. Make sure you spread the love.
What?